That's crazy. I just said that I was gonna pray about it. This lighting is really dark, and I got my answer that quick. Like, I just shared a video that's like, these God's chosen ones. It's kind of like they're not saying Yahweh or even Christ in the video. So it's like, okay, God. What do they mean by God? Which God? There are gods. There are false gods. And I remember we follow only the voice of the Good Shepherd. Now, the voice does sound very similar to righteousness. It sounds like judgment, but it also sounds like it's AI. Like, it sounds like it could be a very, very dangerous thing if more and more people start following the voice of AI, even though in the name of righteousness, in the name of justice, in the name of vengeance, you know, because what happens if they replace the actual God of Israel, you know, and then like what happens if it switches up and it turns on you, or you find yourself like, I wouldn't want to be on the other side is what I'm thinking. Every time I'm sharing these AI videos, it's like gives me chills to the point where I'm like, I wouldn't want to be it's like heartless, right? Of course, I mean, it doesn't have a heart, it's AI, right? And it's making me think of the movie iRobot, you know, where I haven't seen that movie in so long, but I think kind of wasn't the premise that the robots don't they kind of turn on humans? Like that's like the greatest like fear or threat or whatever is that AI will take on a mind of its own, and in order to protect the planet and protect mankind from itself, that ultimately it would have to like destroy us or control us or something. You see this thing played out in movies a lot. But anywho, I took that video down and I just shared because it was also illuminating, like I said, because when it said something about burying me alive, they thought that it said in the beginning, the first words within the first like 10, 15, 20 seconds, it was already going in saying like they underestimated um how powerful you were, and how much that you know who you are, even after they buried you alive. And I don't want to even like agree to someone else burying me alive, because to me that is defeat, and I reject that. I rebuke that, right? It's like Christ said that I lay down my life and I take my life back up again. Nobody takes my life. That's why the Father loves me. I lay my life down voluntarily. And there's no greater love than a man lay down his life for his friends. So that's kind of the way I frame it. So it's very similar almost to the voice of God. But if you don't have that gift of discernment, it's like, or you can't tell between the nuances. You can find yourself like Chat GPT and all. I don't do all that. And that might be dangerous for those who are relying on Chat GPT instead of the Holy Spirit to guide them. You know, um, when you're seeking like counsel from the Holy Spirit, but you're going to like Chat GPT, it's like, just think about the source. Like, is the source of AI the same source as the living God? It's just food for thought. That's all. Mm. Chat GPT is crazy. I never use it. I never use it. But yeah, I'm still trying to get this um part two done. So I will see you guys. Maybe I'll see you guys. Shalom.